Okay, so good afternoon everyone. Now we can start our today's session. So until remaining student will join, we can revise our previous session. In previous session, we have seen about evolution of electronics, the impacts of electronics on society as well as on the industry. So in evolution, we have seen the first electronic component that was discovered. It is nothing but a vacuum tube. There are two types of the vacuum tubes discovered. These are vacuum diode and the vacuum triode. Vacuum diode was discovered in 1904 by John. In 1906, vacuum triode was discovered by Lee Day. Both are able to allow flow of current only in one direction. It means what? They are allowing the flow of current from cathode to anode, and they are blocking the current from anode to cathode. After that, we have seen there are number of first generation, second generation, third, fourth generation computer were discovered. So the first generation computer that is discovered in 1940, and the first generation computer, the number of different types of the first generator computers were discovered from 1940 up to 1959. Onwards, from 1959 to 1964, second generation computer were discovered. After that, from 1964 up to 1970, there were third generation computer. After that, the fourth generation computer, these were discovered from 1972 up to till date. We are using these fourth generation computer today also. So here we have seen the components which we are using like diode, transistor, integrated circuit. So the first field effect transistor was discovered in 1930. In 1948, there was invention of transistor was happened, which has done at Bell Laboratories. And if you see, they can ask the question, who has discovered the transistor? So John discovered transistor in 1948 at Bell Laboratories. After that, the power BJT, MOSFET, SCR, IGBT, these are discovered in the 1950. First IC was discovered by J.S. Kilby at Texas Instruments in 1958. After that, we were using fabrication techniques, the different types of the fabrication techniques. These are nothing but small scale integration, medium scale, large scale integration. These were discovered from 1960. But nowadays we are using very large scale integration fabrication process, because it is giving us number of transistor implemented only on single circuit, due to which our circuit is becoming very शॉर्ट. मतलब जो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कंपोनेंट यूज करने की जरूरत थी, उसकी जगह इफ वी आर यूजिंग द VLSI, you will get millions of the components which are built on a single chip. After that, in 1969, first microprocessor was discovered, which was discovered at Intel. If you see the microprocessor, these are looking like exactly like a chip. जैसे हमने प्रीवियस सेशन में माइक्रोप्रोसेसर और इसका भी मैंने उसको तुमको PPT दिखाया था IC का, तो वो कैसे था कि ब्लैक कलर का, उसको बहुत सारे लेग्स थे. It can be 40 pin, it can be 8 pin, it can be 80 pin, or it can be a 4 pin. So the first microprocessor was discovered at Intel Laboratory. They can ask, Intel भी पूछ सकते हैं, वो Texas Instruments भी पूछ सकते हैं. मतलब these are the places where the electronic components were discovered. After that, we have seen the impacts of the electronics in our society. So because of the electronics, we are able to communicate with everyone very easily. If you are sitting anywhere, but if you want to communicate out of state or at any place, you can communicate because of only the electronics. You are getting lots of information just because of the electronics. Just as a pandemic come, you are not able to attend the offline lectures, but because of the electronics we can do the lectures online also. So these are nothing but the impacts of the electronics on our society. But with these things, as we are having lots of time and we are at home only, we are not able to play with our friends, we are not able to meet to your friends, we are not able to attend the lectures, or just I am saying offline lectures. So because of all these things, you are becoming very habitual to use the laptop, computer, mobile phone lot of time. So because of these things, there are some issue which will not good. It means because of these things we are facing health issue. So these are nothing but the bad things which are happening because of electronics. So it is depend on us. We are supposed to use electronic, but it will have some control as well as it will have some limitations. Okay, so as students have joined, now we can start our today's session. यदि लास्ट सेशन में या फिर अभी किसी को कोई इशू है, you guys can ask. If anyone will face any query, you can unmute yourself and you can speak. Okay. बस मेरा ये है कि सभी एक साथ मत बोलो, बाकी तुमको कोई भी इशू है, जैसे कि अभी प्रीवियस सेशन एस्टरडे का सेशन था, तो आई एम आस्किंग टू यू गाइज ओनली. ओके, वेरी गुड. सो in yesterday's session we have seen about the passive components. We have seen the passive components which you guys have used in basic electrical engineering. You have used resistor, inductor, capacitor. So these components we are saying as passive component. Why we are saying this component as passive? Because they are not having ability to amplify or to control voltage और करंट. मतलब ये जो रेजिस्टर, इंडक्टर, कैपेसिटर है, वो क्या कर सकते हैं? चार्जेस को स्टोर कर सकते हैं, करंट को अपोज कर सकते हैं, ये या फिर दे कैन स्टोर द चार्जेस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. बिकॉज आई एम सेइंग अबाउट द इंडक्टर. इंडक्टर क्या करता है? वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में मतलब स्टोर करता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई these components are only able to flow the current, only able to oppose the flow of current, but they are not able to amplify or they are not able to control the value of voltage or current. Because of that, this component we are saying as a passive component. So the first passive component is nothing but a resistor. And if you see, resistor is having relation with voltage and current because of the Ohm's law. Ohm's law states that value of voltage we can write equal to current into resistor. So if you can rearrange that equation, you can write R equal to V by I. So in short we can say resistor is nothing but mathematically it is the ratio of voltage with respect to current. V is nothing but voltage और I मतलब क्या होता है? करंट. अब किसी का क्वेश्चन रहेगा मैम वोल्टेज बोल रहे हैं, यहाँ पे तो आपने पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस लिखा है. बोथ आर हैविंग सेम मीनिंग. तुम वोल्टेज को ईएमएफ बोल सकते हो, तुम वोल्टेज को जो तुमने बेसिक इलेक्ट्रिकल में पढ़ा है ईएमएफ, दैट इज नथिंग बट अ पावर सप्लाई. मतलब क्या होता है? वोल्टेज. सो potential difference is nothing but we are denoting by letter V. If we are supposed to measure current for any circuit, you are supposed to measure current by putting ammeter or multimeter in series with that circuit. ये तुमने ऑलरेडी पढ़ा होगा इलेक्ट्रिकल सब्जेक्ट में, बट आई एम अगेन एक्सप्लेनिंग यू. यदि तुम्हें करंट का वैल्यू मेजर करना है तो तुम मल्टीमीटर या फिर एमीटर से कर सकते हो, बट तुम्हें जहाँ का भी करंट मेजर करना है वहाँ पे तुम एमीटर या मल्टीमीटर सीरीज में कनेक्ट करोगे. And why we are saying this as a difference? Because if we are supposed to measure the value of voltage, at that time we are supposed to put voltmeter or multimeter in parallel with that circuit. अब यदि मुझे किसी के पैरेलल में रखना है, सो ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि तुमको दोनों तरफ से कनेक्शंस देना पड़ेगा. इफ यू आर टेकिंग पैरेलल मल्टीमीटर विथ एनी electronic circuit, you are supposed to give connection to both sides. It means what? You are giving their parallel connection. So it means if we are supposed to measure voltage, we can measure voltage across any 2 points. So that's why we are saying that as a potential difference. आवाज ब्रेक सभी को. हाँ, so this is nothing but a resistor. Resistor is opposing and it is having opposing. किसको oppose कर रहा है? Flow of current को. And it is having positive temperature coefficient. Remaining things you can read. I will send you the all these PPTs. Okay. So if you are supposed to write that resistor in the form of its dimension, you can write R is directly proportional with respect to length and it is inversely proportional with respect to area. ये जो A है, it is nothing but area of cross section of material, and R is resistance, L is length of material. And if you are supposed to make that as equate equation, मतलब equating equation, मतलब तुमको equal to sign चाहिए. So that's why if you are supposed to convert this equation in the constant one equation form, at that time you are supposed to take one constant, and that constant is nothing but rho. This is the specific resistance of that material. Which material we are using for resistor, उसका जो resistance होता है उसको हम बोलते हैं rho. After that we can move to the next, that is the capacitor. So capacitor is nothing but it is also a passive component but which can store the charges, and if there is no charging, at that time in discharging phase it can use the charges which it has already stored. And if you see, charges we are denoting in electronic language by letter Q. Voltage we are denoting by letter V. So if you are supposed to take the relation of capacitor with respect to voltage and charges, you will get Q equal to CV, or you can rearrange that equation and you can write C equal to charges upon potential difference. So this is the formula they can ask in MCQ. So you should know its relation, or sometime they can give the values and they can ask you are supposed to solve any one, means ये जो 3 values है उसमें से वो 2 values देंगे and third one they will ask. You are supposed, if you should know its relationship, you will get its answer. Okay, so capacitor we are using to store the charges and it is opposing any changes of voltage in the circuit which is connected. But if there will be the ripple present, at that time it can remove that ripple. So if you want the relation of capacitor in the form of its dimension, you can write C equal to epsilon A upon D. Epsilon is nothing but permittivity of dielectric. Dielectric मतलब क्या होता है? If you want to make a capacitor, उसमें क्या होता है? कैपेसिटर भी 2 टर्मिनल होता है, जैसे रेजिस्टर के 2 टर्मिनल होते हैं वैसे ही कैपेसिटर के होते हैं. बट व्हेन if you want to make capacitor, at that time you are supposed to take dielectric material, और dielectric material तुम क्या करोगे? 2 प्लेट के बीच में लोगे. So that's why उसका जो वैल्यू रहेगा that we are saying as a epsilon. So you will get C equal to epsilon into area upon distance between the plates in meters. डिस्टेंस वी आर मेजरिंग इन मीटर. रेजिस्टर का यूनिट था ओहम, कैपेसिटर का यूनिट है फैराड. यू कैन मेजर द वैल्यू ऑफ कैपेसिटर बाय यूजिंग मल्टीमीटर. आफ्टर दैट वी कैन मूव टू द थर्ड पैसिव कंपोनेंट, दैट इज अ इंडक्टर. इंडक्टर विच विल स्टोर द एनर्जी विच विल बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. मैग्नेट you know it is having 2 poles, south and north. So if we are taking inductor, एट दैट टाइम यदि तुम जो टेबल फैन होता है, यदि किसी ने ओपन करके कभी देखा होगा घर पे, या फिर छोटी सी जो भी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में जहाँ पे तुमको मोटार लगता है, इफ़ यू सी वहाँ पे कॉइल लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है, मतलब वायर का स्ट्रक्चर होता है। तो वो जो वायर्स होते हैं कॉइल्स, दिस इज नथिंग बट अ इंडक्टर। सो इंडक्टर which will store the energy in the form of magnetic field. If you want the relation of inductor with respect to voltage and current, you will get V equal to L into derivative of current with respect to time. D is nothing but derivative. If you are supposed to take any changes, at that time we are taking derivative. So if you need the relation of inductor, you will get V equal to L di by dt. और इसका जो यूनिट होता है हेनरी. These things are one सब टॉपिक, तो इतना थरोली तुमको पढ़ना नहीं है. ओनली यू शुड नो रेजिस्टर, इंडक्टर, कैपेसिटर, these are the passive component, उनका यूज क्या है और उनके इक्वेशंस क्या है और उनके यूनिट्स क्या है, इतना तुमको चाहिए है. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट वी कैन मूव टू द सेमीकंडक्टर. सो हैव यू गाइज सीन पीरियोडिक टेबल इन यूर केमिस्ट्री? तुमने सुना है मेटल, नॉन मेटल थिंग्स, number of atoms, molecules, atomic number, atomicity, all these you guys are aware about that. Okay, so semiconductor is nothing but, if you see, there are three types of the material available. These are nothing but insulator, conductor and the semiconductor. अभी just हमने इंडक्टर पढ़ा है, that's why instead of insulator there was a mistake and I told inductor. But if you see, materials are divided in three types. These are nothing but conductor, insulator and the semiconductor. Conductor मतलब क्या होता है? Conductor, it is a material which will allow the flow of current easily. If you will take any example like copper, aluminium, these are the good conductors. These are allowing the current to flow easily. But if you take our wood, यदि हम wood, plastic you will take, these are not allowing the current to flow. So these are nothing but a insulator. And if you see your periodic table, there you are having some semiconductors. So the base semiconductor we are using, these are nothing but silicon and germanium. अभी सिलिकॉन एंड जर्मेनियम से हमारा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक के सारे कंपोनेंट्स, मतलब डायोड, ट्रांजिस्टर, ऑल दीज, इफ यू आर सपोज टू मेक, फॉर दैट यू विल नीडेड द सिलिकॉन और अ जर्मेनियम. सो सिलिकॉन एंड जर्मेनियम, these are the semiconductors. Why we are saying semiconductor? Because both silicon and germanium, both are allowing to flow the current, but also they are opposing. मतलब जितना करंट चाहिए उतना वो फ्लो होने देंगे और उसके बाद का करंट वो उसको रिफ्यूज करेंगे. they will not allow that current to flow. That's why we are saying both as a semiconductor. So I have given here short description about the atomic structure. You can see here, we know atom, it is the smallest particle of matter which will consist of three particles. These are nothing but neutron, proton and the electron. You guys have already seen these things in chemistry. I am giving short description. We will need it here only about the electron, क्योंकि हमें क्या चाहिए? करंट फ्लो चाहिए. So electron you will be needed. Proton is nothing but which will be the positively charged. Electron negative and neutron no charge. After that, if you see, there are number of atomic theory. You can see the Rutherford, Dalton theory, but we guys are using the Bose model because Rutherford, Dalton, they have done some mistake. Bose model is saying in the first, if we are having any atom at that time, it will have one central part that we are saying as a nucleus. Outer side, this we are saying as the orbits or a shells. So in the first shell we are giving the name, you can see here, silicon and germanium, because we will need it here only semiconductor. So if we are taking silicon का atomic number कितना है? 14. तो बोर्स मॉडल क्या बोलता है कि इन हिज फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट देयर विल बी द 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, इन हिज सेकेंड ऑर्बिट देयर विल बी 2n इलेक्ट्रॉन, 2n स्क्वेयर। तो फर्स्ट मतलब क्या है, 2 फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट 2n स्क्वेयर, तो n का वैल्यू है 1, मतलब ऑर्बिट का जो नंबर होता है वो। सो if you are taking silicon as example for its atomic structure, at that time you will get in first shell k shell it is having 2 electrons. If we are having second orbit 2 into 2 का square, 2 का square 4, 4 into 2 8, that's why you will get here 8 electrons. In third m shell में 2n square, 2 into 3 का square, 3 का square है 9, 9 into 2 18, but as it is having 14 electrons in its first shell, already it has taken 2, after that 8, 2 plus 8 10, तो अभी उसके पास बाकी कितने हैं 4, that's why it is having 4 electrons. So the atoms which are having in his last shell 4 electrons, these electrons we are saying as a semiconductor. So the best semiconductor we are taking as a silicon. After that we can use germanium also. So here you can see the classifications of the material with respect to energy band diagram. So already I have told we are having 3 types of the material. These are conductor, semiconductor and insulator. Conductor which will allow to flow the current easily. There will be no energy gap present in between valence band and the conduction band. You can see here in the diagram. Conductor, if there will be no energy gap in between conduction band and the valence band. Exactly opposite will be your insulator, because insulator is opposing, it is not allowing, so there will be the very large energy gap, very large gap between the conduction and the valence band. After that, if we will see semiconductor which will be in between these two, so there will be the small forbidden gap. This is the semiconductor. If you want to take example for semiconductor, you can take silicon or germanium. Now here we are supposed to make diode, here we are supposed to make transistor. For that you will needed n टाइप एंड p टाइप. हमारा सिर्फ सिलिकॉन या फिर जर्मेनियम से काम हो रहा है नहीं, you will needed their extrinsic semiconductor. So basically if you see, semiconductor is divided into 2 types. These are nothing but intrinsic and the extrinsic. Intrinsic semiconductor, it is the semiconductor which will be in the pure form, which will not have any impurity. अब हम घर पे प्यूरीफायर यूज़ करते हैं. Why? Because you need the filtered water, you need the purity. So that's why, that's like we can say intrinsic means what? If there will be no any impurity, that we are saying as a intrinsic. So silicon or germanium, silicon or germanium क्या है? These are the semiconductors and they are having in the last shell 4 electrons. They not need any excess electron and उनके पास excess है भी नहीं है, और they can't give any, they can't release or they can't accept. So these are the pure types of the semiconductor. So we can say these as a intrinsic. But if you say, if you are having 4 electron in outermost shell, because of that there will be conductivity will become poor. So because of that, if you will have any extra free electron, at that time you can release that. And if you need some electron, मतलब मेरे पास ज़्यादा है but मुझे थोड़ा सा चाहिए, तो what I will prefer, I will take from another. But मेरे पास बहुत ज़्यादा है, उसके पास कम है, तो मैं उससे ले रही हूँ, but मेरे पास कम है, उसके पास बहुत ज़्यादा. What we can do, we can give to that person. So if we are adding some free electrons or we are taking some free electrons, that time you will get new semiconductor, that is a extrinsic. And if you are adding something to that pure semiconductor. That process we are saying as a doping. और हमें क्या ऐड करना है? What means that something? Something is nothing but a impurity. मतलब क्या है? Extrinsic. So you can see here extrinsic semiconductor, it means what? If we are adding some impurity to intrinsic semiconductor. Why we are adding impurity? Because we are supposed to increase its conductivity. और हम क्या ऐड कर सकते हैं? एक तो हम क्या करेंगे, if we are having excess electron we can donate that, and if we need we can take from that. It means what? We can accept. So depending on, there are two types of the impurity. There are two types of impurity. These are nothing but if we are having any atom whose atomic number is 5. मतलब यदि if you will take any example phosphorus, phosphorus का atomic number क्या होता है? 15. In first cell, K cell में 2, L cell में 8, M cell में 5. So it is having one extra electron. So it can release and we can add that to the सेमीकंडक्टर. हमारे पास जो प्योर सेमीकंडक्टर है सिलिकॉन, उसमें हम वो ऐड कर सकते हैं. अदरवाइज इफ वी आर हैविंग ट्राइवैलेंट इम्प्योरिटी, इट मीन्स व्हाट? इफ यू आर टेकिंग एनी एग्जांपल एल्यूमिनियम, एल्यूमिनियम का एटॉमिक नंबर कितना होता है? 30. सो इन फर्स्ट सेल K 2, L सेल 8, आफ्टर दैट इन M सेल देयर विल बी द 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो इट कैन एक्सेप्ट, मतलब वो रिलीज करने की जगह उसको एक ही चाहिए, तो it can accept. So that's why trivalent we are saying as a acceptor doping or acceptor impurity, and pentavalent को हम क्या बोलेंगे? You can say that as donor doping. You should know these points. यहाँ से हमारा जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का थोड़ा क्रिटिकल पार्ट जो है यहाँ से हमारा स्टार्ट हो रहा है. You should know these things. If you want to write, you can write this thing. There are two types of basically semiconductor. These are nothing but intrinsic, extrinsic. Intrinsic means what? The pure semiconductor who is not having any impurity, but its conductivity is poor. That's why we are supposed to add some impurity to that pure semiconductor. But depending on which impurity we are adding, there are two types of extrinsic semiconductor. These are nothing but pentavalent or trivalent. And here one definition you will need it, that is nothing but a doping. They can ask this definition also. Doping is nothing but also this type of questions they will ask in your practical exam also. प्रैक्टिकल में भी ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं. डोपिंग मीन्स व्हाट? इट इज़ द प्रोसेस ऑफ एडिंग, यहाँ पे अदर मटेरियल है बट इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट इफ यू विल राइट इम्प्यूरिटी यू विल गेट गुड मार्क. द प्रोसेस ऑफ एडिंग इम्प्यूरिटी टू प्योर और इंट्रिंसिक सेमीकंडक्टर to improve its conductivity. That process we can say as a doping. So here we are adding impurity. That is we are saying as a doping. Here I have given the differences between intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic means what? Which is the pure. Extrinsic if we are adding impurity to the pure semiconductor. Intrinsic you are having naturally silicon and germanium, but extrinsic these are not naturally available. If you need extrinsic semiconductor, we are supposed to add impurity to the pure silicon or germanium. That process is nothing but a doping. Number of electrons and holes always same in intrinsic, but here either electron or holes both will be, मतलब both will not be same. इफ इलेक्ट्रॉन ज़्यादा है तो होल कम है और इलेक्ट्रॉन कम है तो होल ज़्यादा है. These are depending on the type of material. We are having trivalent or the pentavalent. You can write another difference. Intrinsic example silicon germanium. Extrinsic you can write phosphorus aluminium. एक pentavalent लिख दो, एक तुम trivalent लिख दो, एक तुम pentavalent लिख दो. You can write here. It is divided into two types, trivalent, pentavalent. Intrinsic semiconductor is only pure semiconductor. These are nothing but the some differences between extrinsic and the intrinsic semiconductor. So basically Extrinsic semiconductor is divided into two types. You can see trivalent or pentavalent. But this is in the chemistry language. But if you want to study about the electronics, we are saying extrinsic semiconductor is divided into two types. These are nothing but n-type semiconductor and the p-type semiconductor. n-type मतलब क्या? If we are adding pentavalent impurity to the pure semiconductor, we can say that as a n-type semiconductor. So here you can see it is a donor impurity, arsenic. If we are adding arsenic to the silicon, you will get 5 electrons. These are nothing but the extra. You need silicon में सिर्फ हमें 4 चाहिए, but arsenic के पास extra 5 है उसके last shell में. Its valence is nothing but 5. So we are saying pentavalent impurity, if we are adding to the donor, you will get that as n-type semiconductor. If anyone is facing any issue up to this point, you can tell me. Otherwise, firstly I will take your attendance, then we can continue. So here we can see n-type and the p-type semiconductor. N-type means what? If we are adding pentavalent. So here we are saying this as nothing but a n-type semiconductor. So you can see here, this is the diagram they are showing. If we are having arsenic, which is having in its last shell 5 electrons, but silicon is having only 4 electrons. So each electron from arsenic have to make electron hole, मतलब it's covalent bond. If we are having one extra electron, you should need hole, मतलब तुम covalent bond बना सकते हो. So if we are taking one arsenic with silicons, what will happen? Arsenic is having one extra free electron, but silicon is not having extra electrons. So that's why we are saying that as a donor. हम इसको donor क्यों बोलते हैं? Because it is having one extra electron. It can donate that. But if you will see for the p-type का exactly vice versa. वो accept करेगा, वो donate नहीं कर पाएगा. We can see here. Firstly, we will see the conduction in the n-type material. If we are having one n-type material, you can take any. तुम phosphorus लो, तुम arsenic लो, कोई भी. They are taking one n-type material. So if we are saying we are having one pentavalent, we are supposed to add pentavalent impurity to the pure silicon. At that time, we are getting one extra free electron. So here you can see, if we are giving power supply, already I have told, if we are supposed to allow flow of current, you should need there in the active component power supply. So, and how current is flowing? Current is flowing, you can see here, if we are taking one n-type material, at that time they are giving here electron as well as they are showing holes. And as we are having pentavalent, we are saying that as a donor. So it means what? There will be majority charge carrier will be electrons. And वहाँ पे कमी क्या है? हमारे पास कम क्या है? Holes. Holes which are the positively charged. So if you are giving power supply, मतलब battery, you can connect here any cell or the battery. At that time, this current will flow, you can see here, the direction of conventional current and the direction of electron. Both will be exactly opposite. If you see, conventional current will flow from positive to negative, but इलेक्ट्रॉन इज फ्लोइंग फ्रॉम निगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव. तुम यहाँ पे डायरेक्शंस में देख सकते हो. हाँ, यू कैन हाँ सी हियर इफ आई एम क्लिकिंग ना. हाँ, अरे यार. ओके, द मीट इज नॉट गोइंग. सी हियर, आर यू एबल टू सी नाउ? हाँ
यस मैम।
हाँ हाँ, ये अभी ये डायग्राम को देखो। यदि यहाँ पे इफ़ वी आर गिविंग पावर सप्लाई, यदि हम यहाँ पे बैटरी दे रहे हैं, क्या हो रहा है, बिकॉज दे कैन आस्क अबाउट द डायरेक्शन, सो यू शुड नो कन्वेनिशियल करंट पॉजिटिव से निगेटिव जाता है या निगेटिव से पॉजिटिव। सो कन्वेनिशियल करंट इज नथिंग बट विच इज गोइंग फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव टू निगेटिव, बट इलेक्ट्रॉन करंट they can ask, so that is going from negative to positive. हाँ ओके, हाँ सी हियर दे आर शोइंग हियर बोथ डायरेक्शंस। डायग्राम तुम पी टाइप लो एन टाइप लो, बट तुम्हारा जो रूल है, द रूल बिहाइंड हाउ of that it can give that electron to silicon, and here n-type semiconductor it's having majority charge carrier as electron which are nothing but negatively charged, and it is having minority charge carrier, these are nothing but holes which are the positive charge. So if you are giving battery at that time conventional current which is going from positive to negative, and the electron current, the direction of electron which is, if you see, from negative to the positive. So this is nothing but the conduction in n-type semiconductor. Now we are supposed to see the conduction in p-type. After that we will see about the diode, क्योंकि p और n टाइप जब हम दोनों एक दूसरे को कंबाइन करेंगे तभी हमको डायोड मिलेगा. So p type is nothing but if we are adding trivalent impurity to the pure silicon, at that time we can say that semiconductor as p type semiconductor. You can take any example, you can take gallium, you can take aluminium. At that time, if you see here, we are having the silicon, but there is no valence electron. So it is having valency. इट इज़ हैविंग एक ब्लैंक स्पेस है वहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है उसके पास. सिलिकॉन कैन एक्सेप्ट बट इट इज़ नॉट हैविंग, सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर सेइंग इट इज़ एज अ एक्सेप्टर. हम गैलियम या फिर एल्यूमिनियम को क्या बोलते हैं? एक्सेप्टर, बिकॉज इन लास्ट शेल इट इज़ हैविंग ओनली 3 वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन. इफ we can give here extra electron, at that time it can take that. That's why we are saying it is as a acceptor. Now we can see the current flowing through it. You can see here the direction of conventional same, मतलब positive से negative. Or if you see here the direction of holes they are showing, direction of holes. Obviously, if we are having one p-type semiconductor, if you are taking example aluminium, you are having aluminium के last shell में 3 electrons. If you are combining one silicon with aluminium, silicon can take these 3 electrons from aluminium. But silicon is having one extra electron. But जो तुम्हारे पास p-type semiconductor था उसके पास नहीं है. दैट्स वाई सिलिकॉन का एक्स्ट्रा यदि रहेगा तो उसको हम बोलेंगे एक्सेप्टर. सो हियर वी आर सेइंग पी टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर एज एक्सेप्टर. सो हियर इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग द वोल्टेज, current will flow, and that current is flowing not because of electron, this current is flowing because of the holes. ये जो करंट फ्लो होता है ये होल्स की वजह से होता है. ये किसकी वजह से फ्लो हो रहा है? इट इज़ फ्लोइंग बिकॉज ऑफ द होल्स, बिकॉज ऑफ द सिलिकॉन, बिकॉज ऑफ हियर एल्यूमिनियम के लास्ट सेल में एक एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है. सो हियर there will be very less amount of current will flow because it is having very less number of free electrons. Electrons are minority charge carrier. बट हम क्या बोल रहे हैं? वैक्यूम डायोड रहे, वैक्यूम डायोड रहे, डायोड रहे, ट्रांजिस्टर रहे, कुछ भी रहे हमारे पास इलेक्ट्रॉनिक का, करंट कहाँ से फ्लो होगा? करंट हम कौन सा फ्लो कर रहे हैं? फ्रॉम निगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव. The electron current you will need it, which will go from cathode to anode. Cathode to anode. So here we are not having electrons. That's why we are saying here current is flowing only because of holes. Current is very less because here free electrons are very less, and this we are saying as the minority charge carrier. So in next topic in your syllabus, that is nothing but drift and the diffusion current, which you will get in the PN junction diode, in the N type and the P type semiconductor. Now we can see we are having two types of the current. These are nothing but drift current and the diffusion current. So you can see here in the semiconductor we are having the flow of current, and this current is nothing but because of drift or a diffusion. ड्रिफ्ट और डिफ्यूजन मतलब क्या होता है? करंट कब फ्लो हो रहा है? जब इलेक्ट्रॉन होल्स के पास अट्रैक्ट हो रहे हैं. सो if we are giving power supply to the free any semiconductor at that time, if it is having free electron, they will try to move in straight line towards the positive terminal of battery. If you will move this any diagram P or N type, एक कोई भी डायग्राम लेते हैं, you can see here what will happen. हमारे पास अभी यहाँ पे क्या है? होल्स है. होल्स है, होल्स बहुत सारे हमारे पास. होल्स का चार्ज क्या होता है? पॉजिटिव. और क्या होता है? पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव देयर विल बी द रिपल्शन, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव देयर विल बी द अट्रैक्शन. तो इफ़ यू आर गिविंग बैटरी लाइक दिस, हम यदि निगेटिव टर्मिनल राइट साइड को कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं, पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल वी आर कनेक्टिंग टू द लेफ्ट साइड, क्या हो जाएगा? ये जो निगेटिव टर्मिनल है यहाँ पे अट्रैक्ट क्या होगा? होल्स यहाँ पे अट्रैक्ट होंगे. और ये जो पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल है उसके पास अट्रैक्ट क्या होगा? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स अट्रैक्ट होंगे. वाई? बिकॉज देयर इज अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन द ऑपोजिट टर्मिनल्स. यदि इलेक्ट्रॉन है वहाँ पे, इलेक्ट्रॉन को चार्ज है निगेटिव, बैटरी का हमारे पास है पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल, तो क्या हो जाएगा? जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है दे विल कम नियर टू द पॉजिटिव terminal of a battery. So if you want to see the drift and diffusion current at that time, we can say if we are applying voltage to the semiconductor at that time, the free electrons will try to move towards the positive terminal of battery, and if they are moving at that time, there will be the collidation happen. कोलाइडेशन मतलब क्या होता है? दे विल कोलाइड विथ ईच अदर. इलेक्ट्रॉन होल्स के पास जाएगा, होल्स जो है वो निगेटिव टर्मिनल के पास जाएंगे, जो तुम्हारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है दे विल मूव टू द पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल ऑफ बैटरी, ड्यू टू विच दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन एंड होल्स आर कोलाइडिंग विथ द एटम्स ऑफ सेमीकंडक्टर एंड द कनेक्टिंग वायर्स. And if there is a collidation happen at that time, each electron will strike atom which will try to move in the random directions. But if you are applying voltage, the electrons will drift towards the positive terminal, and as the electron are moving, drift मतलब क्या होता है? वो उसके पास खींचा जाता है, मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉन पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल के पास जाते हैं. That is nothing but drift current. So the drift that will causes the current to flow in semiconductor under the influence of given supply voltage. There are two types of the current, drift and diffusion. We are studying about the drift current. After that we will move to the diffusion. Drift मतलब क्या है? If you are giving power supply, what will happen at that time? If we are giving power supply, we are connecting positive terminal to the P type semiconductor, और हमारे पास एक पूरा instead of P and N, if we are taking both combinedly, what will happen? You will get a diode. यदि हम पूरा एक P और N टाइप एक साथ कंबाइन करके ले रहे हैं और एक हमारे पास बैटरी है, मैं बैटरी का पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल जो है वो कर रही हूँ P टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर को. P टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर में ज़्यादा क्या होता है? होल्स होता है. N टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर में ज़्यादा क्या होता है? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होता है. तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स क्या होंगे? निगेटिव टर्मिनल से दूर जाएंगे और होल्स जो है पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल से दूर जाएंगे. बट इफ यू आर कनेक्टिंग ओनली होल्स or only electrons to any battery, what will happen? ये जो यहाँ के होल्स है वो क्या हो रहे हैं? निगेटिव टर्मिनल के पास अट्रैक्ट हो रहे हैं, और यहाँ के जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है पॉजिटिव के पास अट्रैक्ट हो रहे हैं. एट दैट टाइम दे आर ट्राइंग टू मूव फ्रॉम देयर प्लेस, दे आर कोलाइडिंग विथ ईच अदर, एंड इफ दे आर कोलाइडिंग दे आर जनरेटिंग अ करंट, एंड दैट करंट वी आर सेइंग एज अ ड्रिफ्ट करंट. So this current is produced only because of moving of free electrons, or you can say because of drifting of free electrons. That current we are saying as a drift current. Drift current means what? The flow of current because of bouncing of electrons from one atom to another. मतलब यदि तुम सिलिकॉन और एल्यूमिनियम ले रहे हो तो क्या हो रहा है, सिलिकॉन के लास्ट शेल के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और एल्यूमिनियम के लास्ट शेल के वो एक दूसरे के पास खींचे जा रहे हैं. सो इफ वी आर गिविंग पावर सप्लाई देयर विल बी द फ्लो ऑफ करंट बिकॉज ऑफ bouncing or colliding of electron from one atom to another, and that we are saying as a drift current. You can see here the diagram. If we are having free electrons, वो क्या हो रहे हैं, मूव हो रहे हैं, they are drifting, they are showing the direction, they are showing the direction for conventional current also. So here they are showing if we are having any P or N type semiconductor, and if we are giving some voltage at that time, the electrons are drifting from one atom to other atom, and because of that there is a collision happen, and that current we are saying as a drift current. They are taking here N type, so they are saying free electrons are large, and here if we are having number of free electron higher, obviously holes का value क्या हो जाएगा, कम हो जाएगा. Okay, if you see in they are giving these holes, ये जो circles है, circles are nothing but they are giving that circle, they are showing electron. तुम उसको पूरा डार्क करो या फिर तुम उसको ब्लैंक रखो, एक को इलेक्ट्रॉन नाम दो, एक को होल दो. मे बी डायग्राम में मैंने इलेक्ट्रॉन को ब्लैंक रखा हो, होल को डार्क किया हो. You should understand that. So here we have seen about the drift. Now we are supposed to see for the diffusion current. तो drift current हमने क्या बोला है, the current which you get because of power supply. मतलब जब हम power supply दे रहे हैं, at that time there is a drifting of electron. तब वहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन की मूवमेंट हो रही थी. But diffusion current will be the movement of चार्ज कैरियर बिकॉज ऑफ नॉन यूनिफॉर्म कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. मतलब यहाँ पे हम पावर सप्लाई नहीं भी दे रहे हैं तब भी देयर इज अ मूवमेंट हैपन. वाई? क्योंकि क्या है, इलेक्ट्रॉन और होल का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन सेम नहीं है. सेम क्यों नहीं है? बिकॉज इट इज़ नॉट अ प्योर, इट इज़ अ एक्सट्रिंसिक. एक्सट्रिंसिक मतलब क्या है, इम्प्यूरिटी. इम्प्यूरिटी मतलब क्या है, इलेक्ट्रॉन और होल दोनों सेम नहीं है. So diffusion current means what? This current will get because of transport of charges, because of the non-uniform concentration of electron and holes in semiconductor. As we are having non-uniform concentration, either we are having electron higher or we are having holes higher, due to which if they are not having same polarity, they will move from one place to the other place, and the movement of the charge carrier, that is nothing but that will produce the current, and that will current we can say as a diffusion current. Both current will happen because of movement of charge carrier, but difference क्या है, जो drift current है it will happen in the presence of applied voltage. और यहाँ पे यदि वोल्टेज नहीं भी दे रहे हैं तब भी क्या हो रहा है, करंट तो फ्लो हो रहा है. क्यों हो रहा है? बिकॉज दिस करंट वी डोंट वांट, अनवांटेड करंट, बट करंट इज फ्लोइंग. क्यों फ्लो हो रहा है? बिकॉज वहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन होल सेम नहीं है, दे आर हैविंग नॉन यूनिफॉर्म. और यदि वहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन ज़्यादा है, होल्स कम है, तो क्या हो जाएगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन होल्स के पास अट्रैक्ट होंगे और वाइस वर्सा रहा तो क्या होंगे, होल्स इलेक्ट्रॉन के पास अट्रैक्ट होंगे. सो दैट करंट which current is flowing because of non-uniform concentration of electron and holes, that current we are saying as a diffusion current. You can see here non-uniform concentration. So there will be the, if we are having higher charge carrier concentration, they will move from one place to other place, that we are saying as a diffusion current. So our next topic is nothing but PN junction diode, but I can think we can see this tomorrow. Abhi have, if anyone is facing any issue, any query regarding our syllabus, the points which we have covered in previous and today's session, you guys can ask me. समझ में आ रहा है? I have already shared my handwritten notes in Google Classroom. You all are supposed to join. If you have not joined Google Classroom, you all are supposed to join the Google Classroom. And if you have already in Google Classroom, if I am uploading anything, you are supposed to go through these notes, PPTs. Whenever you will get free time, at that time you can go through that. Okay. So now, if we can see p-n junction diode in the next session, so you guys can leave now. We can stop here our today's session. Okay. Thank you for attending the session.